Hi there, Algebra 1, 5.5, standard form. Objectives to graph linear equations using intercepts, to write linear equations in standard form. Standard form of a linear equation. The standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. A and d are not zero. Okay, what are x and y-intercepts of these lines? Okay, so there is a really easy way to do this. Okay, on my y-intercept, what does my x value have to be? And on my x-intercept, what does my y value have to be? Well, on my y-intercept, my x has got to be 0. On my x-intercept, my y must be 0. So, that being said, when I'm trying to find my x-intercept, my y must be 0. So, x-intercept, my y is going to be 0. So y is 0, so we have 3x plus 4 times 0 equals 24. Okay? That's going to give me 3x equals 24. Divided by 3, divided by 3, x equals 8. So that would be 8 zeros, my x-intercept. My y-intercept is going to be, my x must be 0. So 0 times 3 is going to give me 0 plus 4y equals 24. Divided by 4. Divided by 4, y equals 6. So 6, 0 would be my y-intercept. Okay? And this is to number 1. Alright, number 2. Once again, x-intercept is going to have a 0 in the y. And this one's going to have a 0 there. So, plug in 0 for my y. I'm left with 5x minus 0, which isn't going to change anything, equals 60. Divided by 5, divided by 5, x equals 12. So my x-intercept is at 12, 0. My y, my x is going to be 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Minus 6y equals 60. Divided by 6. Divided by negative 6, y equals negative 10. So this is negative 10. Alright. X-intercept, y-intercept. So, 0. Okay, so we plug in 0 for our y to get our x-intercept. We're going to get 3x plus 0 equals 12. Divide by 3, divide by 3, x equals 4. Half. Plug in 0 for that. We're going to get 8. Y equals 12. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. I get y equals 12 over 8. Which then reduces down to 3 over 2. Take a 4 out of it. So this would be 1.5 or 3 over 2. Okay? There's our answers for that one. Graphing a line using intercepts. Okay, the nice part about doing this, graphing with intercepts. Okay, is the fact that we are going to get x minus 2, so we're going to have, when we have x, y is 0, so y is 0, that means x is going to equal negative 2. Alright, and the y-intercept y-intercept, so x-intercept, that's where it crosses the x-axis. Y-intercept, x is 0, we have negative 2, y equals negative 2. Let's divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, y is going to equal 1. We are going to get negative 2 negative 2, 0, so we're right here. Alright, 0, 1. Yeah. This one, we're going to do the same thing. You have 0 for your y, so it's going to be 2 divided by 2, so it's going to be 10. Yeah. Then we're going to do it by dividing by 5. So this would be 0. So then divide by 5, divide by 5. Y equals 4. So you'd have 0, 4. Okay. So my second line would be 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then it'd be 0, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There'd be my other one. Okay. What is the graph of each equation? So, these are interesting ones because of the fact that they are x equals 3. So x equals 3. Where on the graph does x equal 3? X, this is my x, 1, 2, 3. So it equals it right here. So my line would go right through there, all the way up and down. That is where x equals 3. X equals 3. Okay? X equals 4. I'm going to skip down to this one. Would be right through here. Because it's going to be a vertical line. So this one is x equals 4. Okay? So I've done the second one and I've done the third one. Okay? Y equals 3. Well, y, this is my y, 1, 2, 3. That would be my line, that would say that. Y equals 1 on the last one. Y is my vertical axis. I go up 1. This is where y will always equal 1 on that line. Transformation to standard form. How can we write this in standard form using integers? Integers means we don't want fractions. Okay? So, first thing that I'm going to do is standard form is ax plus b y equals c. Okay? So I need to get it to look like that. Well, I'd have to add 3 over 7x to both sides. I'm going to get 3 over 7x plus y equals 5. Okay, I do not want a decimal, so I'm going to multiply everything by 7 to get rid of that fraction. So I'm going to get 3x plus 7y equals 35. That is standard form. Okay. Here we got a couple things we got to do. I'm going to add 2 to the other side. I get y equals negative 1/3 x plus 7. Then I'm going to add that 1/3 to the other side because I need the x to get over there. Add 1/3 x to the other side. I'm going to end up with 1/3 x plus y equals 7. I can't have a fraction or a decimal. Multiply by 7 to everything. I get x plus 3y. Don't forget to multiply this by 3 and you get 21. That is standard form of that. Using standard form as a model, a media player store sells songs $1 each and $12 for each. You have to spend $60. Write and graph an equation that describes the item you purchased. What are the 3 combinations of numbers of movies and songs you can purchase? Well, my equation, you should be able to create this. How would I find out what my movies cost? So it'd be 12 times the number of movies I bought. We're going to have to add that to the number of songs I bought. 1 times song equals 60. Okay, so we have technically 1s plus 12m equals 60, which we can actually change this to 1x plus 12y equals 60. Okay, now the thing you'd have to do is plug in 0 here for, in this case, y when you're doing your x-axis, so you get 0. So that's going to be at 60 songs you could buy. Alright, and then you can plug in maybe let's say 0. For this, divide by it, you'll get 5 movies for $60. So there's your 2 points. So up here is 60. You got that. Alright, we'd have 0 movies. So that'd be our point there. Alright, when we have 12 movies, which is right here, you could buy how many of these? That was 5. So, out of here a graph, this would be movies, this would be songs, okay, the songs go up by 5, or 12, so we could probably have 12 songs and 4 movies. That'd be another point. Those would be 3 different combinations you could also have. There's your homework.